Can I drop in a headline here?
Go ahead, Ben.
Oh, this might be my favorite for the week. A 9-year-old suspended for 2 days in Brookside Elementary from Gastonia, North Carolina. That backward-ass country, Gastonia, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Is that not a country?
No, it's a state.
9-year-old suspended for 2 days for calling a teacher cute.
How long she suspended for?
2 days. He was suspended for 2 days for calling a teacher cute.
I'm sorry, he's in elementary school?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
A 9-year-old. He, a substitute teacher, or substitute, however you want to pronounce it, substitute overheard him tell another student that a teacher was cute. So, of course, we have to suspend him for, it was basically a form of sexual harassment, they said. Inappropriate behavior and inappropriate statements. And disruption of school.
Wow.
Punishable by up to 5 days out of school.
So he only got 2 days, so they were pretty lenient on this kid.
Yep.
They could have given him 5, the maximum penalty. But, you know, he has to understand that in public schools you have to abide by the law, and if you don't, you're out of there, buddy.
I'll be honest, I mean, growing up in school with a face like this, I can't tell you how many teachers told me that I was cute.
Nope.
Growing up.
Did you get suspended for that, Jer?
No.
Why not?
I got nude pictures of them on my cell phone. Oh, didn't the cell phones not exist back then? There might be a little fault in my story there, but it's just a little bit over dramatic. So we've got a kid getting suspended for 2 days, but what's his name? John Corzine? Do whatever you want in MF Global.
Yeah.
Suspended? No. He didn't even get suspended for 2 days.
No,
and he raped every one of his clients.
Yeah, he resigned as CEO of MF Global.
Tons of money. Well, he didn't take the parachute package, the golden parachute. He didn't take any money when he left. He just took $100 million while he was there.
So I guess you know he's one of the good guys. Yeah.
Yeah, of course he's fighting for us.
Speaking of the good guys, did you hear that NATO destroyed Pakistan last week?
Hey, go ahead, keep going. I think I'm going to have a little bit of a controversial opinion to crossfire with you on. So
apparently, NATO troops were on the border of Pakistan and Afghanistan, trying to fight the ever-elusive terrorists, and they opened fire on who they thought were terrorists, and really was Pakistani troops, and killed 24 of them, worsening relations between the two countries, between NATO and Pakistan. NATO's not a country, I apologize. So in response, the U.S. said that they were really sorry and it won't happen again. But you deserved it because y'all are firing your weapons, you know, and that confused the NATO troops. And you know, even though there's this direct line of communication that they established to make sure that didn't happen, and it still happened.
So, when it comes to America and Pakistan,
NATO and Pakistan. Oh, you mean America? Sorry.
Well, America is NATO. Okay. Come on.
Yeah. Okay.
What is NATO without America?
It's
certainly not taking down Libya.
And TOW is who they are.
So, NATO versus Pakistan. Whose side are you on? Not necessarily you have to choose a side, but wouldn't you think that NATO was the aggressor there and shame on them?
Pakistan's really pissed off. They said they're not going to allow.
Oh, it's NATO and America that are ruining relations between Pakistan. Well, listen, I'm here to say fuck Pakistan, and I don't care how many of their people that we kill. Good for us. Good for NATO. This is one of the very few times that I'm siding with NATO and America, and I don't have any pity on them because Pakistanis are traitors. They take American money, and they openly fund terrorism, real terrorism.
And America doesn't?
They do. But listen, I'm not going to have it be said that we're ruining relations between Pakistan and the West. Pakistan is ruining those relations. They are weasels. They are scum. I'm glad that we killed their people, and I don't apologize for it. I know Obama was looking for me to apologize live on this show today. He's watching on vacation in Hawaii. Hey, Barry. But no apology. I'm glad. I support it. F Pakistan. And I say, if you know, we're looking at Syria, we're looking at Iran. Let's look at Pakistan. Let's start there. Let's move on to who else is a real enemy of this country?
Pakistan had their internal intelligence office commit the terrorist attacks in India last year.
Yes.
The Mumbai hotel.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. But there's also American involvement in that. One of the leaders of the terrorist group was let go by the American police department several times. This guy was captured and released, and then he went and shot up a lot of people. So America is at fault also. I think America and Pakistan are probably working together, like America and all the other countries. And when you have money flowing into a country like that, I think there's obviously some bedfellows being made.
Yeah, probably more of the covert means on America's side. I think any relations we have that are bad with Pakistan, evil intentions are all covert.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the overt overtures of the American people or the American.
A lot of people say, I'm sorry, that we found Bin Laden over there. We need to turn it to a glass factory, just like everywhere else over there. So, would you subscribe to that mentality that turned Pakistan into a glass factory?
I would.
Yeah.
For the simple fact of what else do you need? Let's take it on face value. Let's say Osama bin Laden didn't already die 10 years ago from a liver disease. Let's say he really was in Pakistan and being housed and
which is the house of cards you're building already.
Hid in Pakistan. Yeah. What else do you like? They say this doesn't help the relations with Pakistan. They were home to Osama bin Laden. What else do you need to know? I mean, that's why I say let's Saudi Arabia. That's the country I was looking for earlier. 9/11 happens. Everybody related to 9/11 was all Saudi, and we got to get Afghanistan and we got to get Iraq. What? Let's start with Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. Forget everywhere else. But that's not part of the plan to take down and destabilize the entire Middle East.
Saudi Arabia is a great ally to America.
That's right.
How dare you say that?
That's right.
They would never try to attack us.
That's right.
So yeah.
Forgive me. Eddie has to put me in my place every now and then.
For the record, Jeremiah believes that those 24 innocent Pakistanis deserve to die.
That's right. Okay. That's right.
All right.
They can go to hell. I hope they're all in hell right now. America hell, if there is such a thing.
I think we're living in it, Jer. Did you hear about the government seizing more websites this past Cyber Monday? Not seizuring, but seizing.
Seizing.
150 websites allegedly selling counterfeit products were seized by America this past week. Those websites include...
Meanwhile, you could go down to South Dallas.
Right.
And buy any kind of bootleg product you want right off the street.
They aren't subject to NSA guidelines, unfortunately. PumaOutlets.net, MyJerseyShop.com, and UggbootsClearanceOutlets.com. We're all taken down. Woo. Apparently, it was Chinese merchandise that was being sold through them, so these Chinese guys aren't going to suffer any consequences. They will continue to pop
Another
up.
reason to go to war with China.
Yeah.
That I've been calling. I have not been calling for that. I'm sorry.
China would kick our ass. Just like the Afghanis and the Pakistanis and the Iraqis and the Saudis and the Iranis. All of them will kick our ass.
Lyndon LaRouche has proclaimed that if we don't impeach, not even impeach, but kick Obama out under the pretense of him being insane, which he says is constitutionally our right. He's proven himself insane. That if we don't kick him out now, he's guaranteeing we're going to end in thermonuclear war that's going to destroy the entire world population. So,
I think the LaRouche pack supports that, right? I fucking hate LaRouche.
There's some fear mongering for you if I've ever heard it.
Yeah, LaRouche is a total jackass. He raises his money with this LaRouche pack that gives him the ability to fly around the world and support his books, whatever he's doing. So
somehow the entire world is corrupted, from Greece and Italy and every country under the sun. But if we get rid of Obama now, we'll prevent thermonuclear war. Okay, buddy.
All right, so I got 3 more stories here, Jared, and time's running out. So do you want to go over the Egyptian elections?
You're right. We're minutes away from thermonuclear war. Let's get this done.
Do you want to go over the Egyptian elections, the Russian elections, or the White House detainee?
No.
The defense stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. You giving me choices?
Yeah.
Give me it all. Throw it all at me.
Okay. So Russia.
I'm not scared of anything.
So Russia and Putin. What do you think about that? You think these people? Do you think that there really was a coup going on? Do you think Putin's trying to manipulate election results and stay in power?
Our old buddy Poot.
The opposition party to Putin is the socialists, and this kid said that with sadness, I remember how passionately I vowed to my grandfather I would never vote for communism, and then it's sad that with the ballot hand I had to pick from a box with them to vote against it all.
They don't have write-ins? You can't write in your own socialist son of a bitch that you want? You crybaby?
He didn't want to vote for socialism or Putin, but he had to choose socialism. Yeah.
Poor Russians.
Do you see the Russian security out there stopping all the protests? They were wearing some blue camo. I like the blue camo a lot better than the green camo.
In case you're ever in a blue forest.
Like snow, I think snow. I think snow and all that stuff. The snow in the sky. That'd be my guess. Looks really cold over the protests. Those Russians have some balls for going out there and protesting.
Hey, speaking of protesters out in the cold, I think we're doing this show to dedicate to the fallen member of Occupy Denton.
Did the person die from the cold? Is that how?
Just a little north of us. Well, it's undetermined, but I'm going to claim that it was the cold just because you reminded me of it a second ago.
Yeah.
So tonight's episode is dedicated to the poor Occupy Denton guy who died on the campus near the campus of UNT. I think a little bit of him will
live on in our hearts forever.
Yes. I think God needed a Occupy protester up there.
He did.
Let's drink to the occupied death. Was that the first occupied death we've had?
We've had several. Remember that guy committed suicide?
Ooh, that's hot.
And another person was shot outside Occupy Oakland.
Okay. Well, at least we're bringing some of that death attention to Texas.
So the Islamist parties won in the Egyptian elections last week. A lot of the
Wait a minute. What are we doing letting those people have elections? Aren't we supposed to... Aren't we supposed to put people in charge for them and tell them what democracy is? I don't like all this election talk.
You know, it's very unsecular, even though that we've never had an unchristian president. We had a Catholic president, but all our presidents have been Christians, right? But over there, you can't have any of those Muslim politicians.
Over there, so you can't have Arrowhead.
You can't. Like, we can have it over here, but you can't have it over there. That seems to be the attitude of the West when it comes to Egypt. The young revolutionaries are upset at the results. They think that it is totally, you know...
So wait a minute. I'm sorry. The last time I paid attention to Egypt, their military regime was basically saying, okay, we'll step down in the summer or something like that. So they've already had elections and they're willing to step down?
No. The military is stepping down. The military rule.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But they said they weren't going to step down until...
No,
the summer.
Yeah, they start stepping down in the summer.
The elections are now, but they're going to step down 6 months from now?
There's several elections. This is the first round of elections. There's a couple more rounds.
I gotcha.
And then they'll be set.
What?
So
is that how they do math in Egypt? I don't understand.
You know, they do math like Egyptians.